Did you know that Pikachu was supposed to have another evolution? Hey, this is Gatorex, and I leave for one weekend and suddenly there's a whole new unreleased Pokemon. Now this comes from an interview with one of the original designers who was tasked with the creation of Pikachu, as well as 2 evolutions for it. The last of the evolution line was to be called Gorochu, and it would have had horns and fangs. Now it didn't get so far past the design process to where it got into the game, but what if it did? What if Pokemon Red and Blue included Gorochu as the final evolved form of Pikachu? I figured I'd take some time to talk about it. The artwork of Gorochu that I'll be using was drawn by MD, who draws some of the best Fakemon I've seen. Links will be at the top of the description. Alright, let's get started. In the interview, it was stated that Gorochu was omitted from the games due to it being too strong for the balance of the game. I kind of understand that. Back in Generation 1, there weren't any electric type Pokemon with full evolution lines. Being a type with only one weakness, it could have potentially been difficult to counter. I do think that at the very least, Gorochu could have been implemented as an additional evolution in the 2nd generation, or even the 4th generation if Pichu didn't exist. Heck, the design could have even been used for a Mega Evolution in the 6th generation. But let's stick to the 1st generation. Looking at Pikachu's stats, they seem pretty low for what it is. Raichu's are alright, but they are definitely a big jump up from Pikachu's. The difference in stat totals between the two is 165. And actually, this is after Pikachu got 10 extra points in defense. Even if Raichu's stats were lowered a little, Gorochu's increase in stats would make it pretty powerful. Even with my proposed base stat total increase of 80, it doesn't seem too terribly overpowered. And again, this is an electric rodent Pokemon we're talking about. But I think if Game Freak really tried, they might have been able to pull it off. At the very least, it might have worked as a 2nd generation evolution. In terms of how Raichu would evolve into Gorochu, maybe Pikachu would instead evolve through level up and Gorochu would evolve by Electric Stone. Or who knows, maybe it could even be a trade evolution, because that would be one way to restrict the power of Gorochu. And maybe that's where the whole Raichu evolving after a trade mistake came from. But aside from game mechanics, it would also mean a lot for Pikachu as the mascot of Pokemon. It's already kind of odd that Pikachu evolves once into Raichu, when Pikachu is arguably more loved, and has a design that Pokemon would really want to focus on more so. Of course, the design process came long before Pikachu was specifically chosen to be the mascot of Pokemon, so who knows, it could have still worked out that way. The downside would be that Pichu would no longer exist, and is that a price we would really be willing to pay? But let me know what you think. Should Gorochu be real, or is it better off forgotten along with other beta and alpha designs? Leave a comment below and we'll continue the discussion down there. If you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like to show your support. I have also been working on other channel projects, specifically my anime and movie channel, where I've been reviewing each episode of Hero Academia. Of course, as I was out this weekend and still am sick, it'll be a while until I get to the next episode, but if you could still check it out, that would be greatly appreciated. If you do subscribe, you can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been Gatorex. Have a nice day.